Alright, looking at pack number 1. I really do like Detective Phoenix. A good amount. Let's see what else is in the pack though. Draw 2. Hydra Trainer and Ancestors are fine, but I don't take them early if I'm solidly into the modified deck. They're more of a payoff than an actual reason to go into the deck, in my opinion. Have a removal here. Watchdog and Ooze is pretty good. That Ram for the artifact deck. I'm just gonna grab the Phoenix. This pack doesn't have anything I would like to build around in, but it has some solid cards. I do like the Cappy Crook. Also the Sneaky Snacker. Another Flames, another Ooze Wag, a Flip Land, a couple. I'm gonna take the Cappy Crook. Like, it can cap your opponent's things. So no matter what, you'll probably have or tag for the best creature. Then it also gives it the ability to loot on attacks, which is fantastic. I mean, it's not just loot. It's like whenever you discard an actual non-land card, it gets bigger. That said, there is an artifact payoff, and it's a good one. But there's also a modified payoff, which is also a good one. So it's probably going to be between these two cards, and we can start building around from there. Building a deck around from there. But the question is, which one do we take? Because there is another Cranial Ram, which makes me think artifacts might be open. Although we did pass one or two other ones, so maybe it won't be. But let's hinge a little bit. I think Condor is worth trying to see if the artifact deck is open. Modify 3 is big game. If like it's just a 3-mana 3/3 flyer, so like it's gonna attack in the air a good amount of time. It wears the cranial plating extremely well. Alright, so there's not really an artifact follow-up. I am curious about consuming Corruption. It does seem like a situationally powerful removal spell. The only thing that restricts it is obviously you need a good amount of swamps. The only other auxiliary is like one of the best commons for the modified deck, but so is the Witness. The Witness is just powerful on its own. I still don't know how I feel about Insight. Blue-black, I do like Insight there, but maybe it's good in other combinations. Maybe I just take the land. Yeah, that's actually just take the land. And then if we do end up in the artifact deck, we can still play it. Which, is this artifact payoff? I don't know how highly people take the Cranial Rams. I don't really see anything else. I mean, I do like the Kite for the modify decks. I'm gonna lean a little bit harder into artifacts and see where this goes. We do get... Wow, alright. I like the Ironworks in the artifact deck. Especially with the Charge Bog. Like if you get turn 2 Charge Bog, turn 3 Ironworks, attack, then you can instantly make a 3/3. However, there's just a Cranial Ram. And I don't think I want to pass another one. Although there is a lethal throwdown too, which also goes good with Cranial Ram. Or any of the living weapons, honestly. think I probably should take Ironworks though, but actually maybe it's just the realm. And then Dash Claw is a card I typically don't play. I do play it in the heavy artifact deck though. And I think we are shaping up to become that. Wow, that's a late Gatekeeper. Gatekeeper, I've been seeing people play outside of the artifact deck. And inside the artifact deck, it's pretty... It's a very good artifact for the artifact deck. Just put it that way. Oh, and the Ram and a Simulacrum wield. Yeah, we are definitely in the right deck. I'll take a flip land. I don't think I want Century. Mainly because it's not an artifact and this is like a flip land. Yeah. Maybe I would play Century if I needed to. Wow, another... Yeah, we did it. We found the open lane. Is that good enough though? Corruption? How much black sources are we gonna play? I mean, I would think I would play an even split. And let's just get this meltdown out of someone's hands. Okay, so now we can actually take Lethal Throwdown, or we can actually take Insight. I think the Lethal Throwdown is gonna fit better. Not playing the Crook. We have 2 spell lands, so we don't necessarily need to pick up another Trawler. What's this black land do? Died this turn. Okay. Interesting. Let's just take the Throwdown. I think with 3 Rams, that would be decently good. Alright, now we'll take a Sith. I don't know how I feel about Etched Sith, but turn 2 is decent. It is an artifact. And it wears the Cranial Rams. Pretty good for having mana, so I guess... Yeah, I mean, it's a solid role player, I think, in the artifact deck. Alright, so... Oh, really nice flip land payoff here. I was gonna say this pack doesn't look like it has much for us, but I like the flip land. This is a really interesting Eldrazi build around payoff. I still want to try it at some point. I think the Dryad and the Assault are very good, and the Gremlins is very good. These 3 are probably the best cards in this pack. I do want to try Void Prouncer still at some point. Take the Profane, flip land though. Ooh, another Realm. Ooh, but Charge Bug. I just want the Cranial Realm. We did wheel all of them. So let's take the Charge Bug. Sure. Another Charge Bug. Could take... Ooh. Ooh. Dread Mobile. Menace. We're at 10 creatures at the moment. I'll take another charge. The thing that I like about this card is there's like a 4-mana creature that can steal a opponent's creature, and then you can just sack it to the Dread Mobile. And I do kind of like that idea. But the thing is, we don't have any of those yet. I'll take another flip land. Sure. Oh, wow. Alright, we definitely got paid off for speculating on artifacts. And then we find a very late Familiar and a very late Gatekeeper. 2 common creatures I think the artifact deck wants, but I think the Familiar is miles better than the Gatekeeper and the Artifact deck. Another Gremlin's going around. Let's take a first insight. Right. Yeah, take another flip land seems good. This is the card I was talking about with the Dread Mobile though. It exploits a creature. You gain control of target artifact creature until end of turn and tap that permanent against haste. And like you can play it, steal a creature, and then sacrifice the creature. Okay, maybe emergency artifact if we need it, but don't really like. And there's the cranial ram wheel that we were expecting. And the charge bug actually wheeled. Alright. Now we're just looking for a few more payoffs, and I think we're pretty golden. Does this count as a payoff? It could. I do want to try it. Out of all of the artifacts decks I've drafted so far, I haven't been able to. But I guess it wears the ram pretty well. It's a target to put Condor tokens on, and then it just gets Condor back. Or like Familiar or something. I think it's probably a decent payoff. It's not one I would start early with though, like the Condor or the Enforcer. And I definitely would take like Ram, Familiar, Gatekeeper, probably even Charge Bug over it. Oh wow, Lava Worm. I don't have a lot of affinity for artifacts, so I'd probably take the 1. However, the Lava Worm Coil is very good. I don't think I could ever pass it. Not in this spot. I do want to play Quest for the... I have a extremely sweet build I want to try. Actually, 2 color pairs with this deck. With this Quest. I'm excited to brew. But for now, we have the sweet artifact deck. And let's take the Worm Coil. Okay. We got solid removal here. And then we have a very big payoff for the Eldrazi deck. It gains you so much life. Comes down, stabilizes. It has hexproof from each color. So you're almost guaranteed to attack with it at least once. And when you attack with it, they just have to sacrifice 2 permanents. The card is absolutely insane. Like, I definitely take it early and try to go Eldrazi when I see this card. Now let's take a very important removal. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 flip lands. We don't need another charge bug, I don't think. I kind of want to try Glimpse, honestly. 1-off Glimpse in like all of my decks. Like late game, it just draws 3 almost. Maybe. We'll consider it. I mean, I could take another land, but that one's just medium. Another Condor. And another Gatekeeper. I just gotta take the flyer though. What's really cool is I could sack the Condor and move the token, the +1/+1 counters around with the throwdown. Maybe I'm just gonna take a throwdown. We do have 17 creatures already with the Rams. Man, this is actually kind of a hard pick. I like the idea with the throwdown and the Condor. It also kind of just goes good with the Rams. Another Familiar. Also, the captures would go good with the throwdowns. 4 mana, steal your thing. 1 mana, sack it to kill something else. Alright, just play a 1 mana 2/1 flying. That makes you discard a card. And now I'll just play another Enforcer. This deck looks great. Another Ram? Oh wow, and we got a very late Terramander. This has to be one of the best artifact decks I've gotten so far. Monk isn't great. I don't think this is a quest deck. Just take an artifact. I don't actually think this is a Trev mobile deck either, no. 2 Enforcers. Do we even play the Phoenix? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's take another flip land. It's double red though. Then discard a card at random unless you pay 2. Which is funny because originally I thought you still have to discard, but not at random. Turns out if you pay 2 energy, you don't discard a card at all, so it just turns into a divination. Which is really good in the Is attack. It's a spell, triggers your prowess things, and instant speed draw too, at no less. Actually, probably plays really good with the counter spell then too. What are we cutting? Oh, and another gatekeeper. Alright, we just have everything. And a capture if we want to play it. We do have 2 throw downs. How are we going to make cuts with this deck? This deck is obscene. I don't even know if I want to play all these flip lands. I just want all my lands to come into play untapped. I will play the Stomp. I will play the Spell land. I will play this one. Like, these are going to be 1 mana almost a lot of the time. What's our typical curve? Probably nothing on 1. Definitely going to play something on 2. Then if we're lucky, we can go 2 and 1 on 3. And if that's the case, we can go... Or actually, even if we could go like turn 2 to turn 3 to turn 4, play another 2, and then you can also play a familiar off of that. Or even a enforcer. Yeah. We gotta figure out cuts though. Breathe your last 2 throwdowns is our removal. So I'm not gonna play the consumption. We have Dread Call Slith. I don't think I even want to play the draw spell, even though it really works well with Cranial Ram. The thing is, I'm just playing basically 14 lands, and if I have to, I can play an emergency land with these spells, so I really don't need to like have a need for a card draw. See if it goes as good as my other artifact decks I've drafted. Alright, glad I have my program recording. I almost got frightened a little bit. Alright, match number 1, game 1. Let's get to the battle. It will be in the play. I will keep this sand. What land are we going to put down, though? Probably Fall the Profane. Just keep the indestructible trick. That seems fine. That means we have now 15 lands in our deck. Unless we want to play this as a flip land, but we have 3. I don't think we need to. Let's play Ram out, and then we can get turn to Ram, and I guess leave up Revitalizing Repass if we need to. Alright, let's play Swamp. Play Cranial Ram number 2. Hit for 2. Next turn we'll have a pretty gross turn. Play a repurposer. That is more than fine. I'm almost tempted to keep the enforcer. Let's get the familiar out. Because I'm not sure how good a 2/2 is on this board. I'd rather just play a 4-mana 4/4 next turn. Possibly cheaper. And then if they black, we can re-equip one of the cranial rams to the familiar. Which I almost assuredly think they would. Alright, get you to 15. Yeah, 5 mana now. I'm gonna play a Void Law. Okay. And a Fanged Flames. Fair enough. Draw a Lethal Throwdown. Let's play out the Enforcer. I would like to throw down, but I guess now we're not going to throw down the Void Claw. We're going to throw down something big. I don't see why they would black here. Well, let's say black with a 0/1. Okay. Don't know if I understand that, but I guess I'll find out what they have. Sure. Brawl. Ooh. That's a junk driver. Let's hit for 4. I don't have any artifacts in my yard. I'm almost tempted to equip Sack Kill. And then Junk Driver can get it back eventually. Alternatively, I can just play this and equip. That's not going to be enough though. Alright, let's equip here. Raw land. Let's play the Junk Driver out. I always just have 2 more spell lands. So like for 5, we got 14. So technically we only have 9 lands left to draw. Sure. Let's play the 1 mana familiar. Make you discard your last card. What's really cool about these is if your opponent doesn't have a card to discard, you actually just draw a card. And typically these effects that make your opponent discard a card don't do that. So either way you're gonna get value. I'm almost tempted to let it trade. Right? Because I can just use this on a better target. Opponent finds a cycling land. Alright, take 1. Let's play equip 1. I don't need to equip both. And we can leave up Revitalizing Fast. Get you down to 5. And get the concession. Right, I do think this deck is quite well. These spell lands, like, especially if you get the good ones, make you so much less likely to draw land in the late game. It's actually kind of unreal. And I have like 1 mana cheap protection, and 2 of them are removal. It's very good. I need to start taking them higher, honestly. This is a hand I will probably don't need to play any spell lands out. We got turn 2 Chargebug, turn 2 Gatekeeper, turn 3 Gatekeeper, then we have Familiar to run out. We don't have any turn 2 Cranial Platings, but that is okay. It is possible we get out the Enforcer as a 2-2, but we'll see. Right now, let's hit 1 and then play Gatekeeper. Yeah, that is... Oh, no, never mind. Oh, that is a removal. Let's play Gatekeeper, hit 1. Opponent is playing a lot of colors. Right, so let's play Gatekeeper. Hit you for 1. Play Familiar, hit you for 2. Discard. And then let's make you have to double block if you want to block something. If not, you're taking an additional 4. The next turn we can play Enforcer. Make you take an additional 2. And have Revitalize and pass up. And we also have removal for something big. Although their big things will gain them life now that they have Path of Annihilation out, I'm expecting something big to show up. Oh, that is something big. But now you only have 3 mana. Alright, alright. We don't need to use our... energy here. Get you to 7, and then this is going to hit you to 5, and then we'll have protection up and 2 removal spells just throw around next turn. This can be menace lethal on its own. And the gatekeepers just have unearth. Okay, go for a fight spell. It looks like we have it. There you have it. Artifacts. Who'd have thunk it? And this draw didn't even have a cranial ram. I have 4 on the deck. I'm gonna mulligan this one. I guess we have 14 land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have 9 left in the deck. We have like no aggression with this start though. Alright, I'll take this. It's a little bit slower. Definitely going to I guess we put the lava back. I want to play the flip land first. That kills me to do this. Alright. Yeah, okay, that's a nice 2. That was a good draw. So now, considering if they don't have any like removal or ways to kill my things, I can play Sith on 2. I can follow that up with Gatekeeper on 3, and then play both of these on 4. If they do have removal, that will stack this curve. However, I think I still attack into the Harvester. What does this do? Put everything counter on attack when every. Okay. I don't think I want to attack, honestly. I think turn 4, being able to play both of these is better. Yeah, I am kind of playing to the fact that they might not have. If they remove my thing, it definitely disrupts this play. But I'm only missing a point of damage, so I don't know. I do wonder what opponent is thinking about, though. Alright, we draw another land, so let's play Swamp. Make you discard 2. Alright, 1 card left. Wonder what it could be. that they discarded a removal spell. We do need to draw something good here. Play the Gnat Master out, sure. Alright, there's an Enforcer. Let's play land out. No reach. Free attack in the air. Get the Enforcer out. Just a casual 3-mana 4/4, don't mind it. Cranial Ram, I just instantly equip it to Familiar. I think I'll double block the Gnat Master with Enforcer and Gatekeeper if they attack with it. I'll play a Jump Drive. I was not expecting that. There's the Cranial Ram. Guess I'll equip to the Minutes actually. That's just. I mean, it is just another attack order that's also good though. Next turn. We're missing out an attack, which I don't like. But if we use it to attack this turn, we're missing out on the Germ token. That's pretty good. But we need one of our removal spells now. We should have like 3 hard removal spells. Alright, we do get +6/+6. So even equipping here still isn't that bad. Even the Gatekeeper is fine. Nothing trades for it. They could block the Harvester and the Driver. I guess let's do that. Super sad that we missed out on an attack last turn though. that seems way too specific to have a single junk diver on your deck for your random chance to get back your rare, but your one hit out of 40 cards to get back with your 3-mana 1/1 flyer is extremely risky. It's very good when it happens, but I don't know. I guess I don't know what other artifacts they might have. But that's way too risky for something that I would think about doing. Alright, let's bring this out. Equip. That's a decent trade. Now we're just kind of trading resources. So honestly, this is kind of like a tap deck battle. 2, 3, 4, 5. Luckily, they can't play the turtle unless they want to tap the familiar, which they do. So if we draw an artifact here, which we do, we actually have an attack now. Let's re-equip to the flyer. Is this one blue pip? It is. Maybe you splash it in this stack. Like if I had this rare, maybe I find like sack lands to... Oh. Well. That feels really good for me. I can just start attacking with a Slith now. Sure. There's a gatekeeper. They gatekeeper. Equip ram. Next. Hit 7. I'm gonna crew. And I guess we're gonna get the double block. Awesome. Well, I guess we could play land equip, but I'd rather them not draw a card off of the familiar if they have another one. That's a land. Ha. We could equip the familiar, kill the sneaky snacker, and just try to win in the air. I think that I'm actually gonna go for that play. have a flyer, okay. We have another flyer, so let's make them trade. And we can play a junk driver. And show them the real power of junk driver when it's in the heavy artifact deck. This deck is sweet. It's definitely has a lot of protection from flood, which I like a lot. Has 2 really strong removal, plus actually this one too. So 3 really strong removal. And I haven't really seen our condors yet. We almost saw a Worm Coil once, but we had to put it to the bottom from a mulligan. Okay, no flip lands. I gotta mulligan this. There's one. Alright, I'm keeping this. Putting back Gatekeeper? Put back Gatekeeper. We have turn 2 Ram, turn 3 these 2 things, and we can even kill something with the Jun token. Oh, you're just gonna... Okay, I'll take that. Let's play Ram. Do another Swamp, which is very good. We'll be able to play the Condor. We might even be able to adapt this relatively soon, too. Adapt! Let's see here. It costs 7 naturally. And we'll have... There's another Ram. Alright, play another Ram. Play this out because we have only 1 red. I would rather prefer natural on the drop. 1, 2, 3, 4. Makes that cost 3. So if you draw a land, we can play Spectrum. Make that into a 5/5 on turn 4. Okay. Artifact payoff. Yes, please. Battle Wagon. Battle Wagon. Alright, that is not land, but it is good. What does this kill? Destroy target creature or planeswalker. Wow. You need 7. So what? This costs every draw a land we just activate. Basically. I guess they can tap something down. We can attack first though. You can do it. There's no like instant speed clause. Let's just get this out. Make you discard. 1, 2. We have 4 artifacts. Not enough mana. Gonna fine. And then we can re-equip to the familiar. Good game. Oh. Just kidding. Just kidding, everyone. Repair. Alright, looks like we'll be on the draw. Okay. 1 land. I'm mulligan that into a 3-lander. Do we need more swamps, or... I guess we need more mountains this draw. Ooh, that was a nice one. Let's start with just getting the aggression on. Turn 2 we can play Ram. There's a stink bug. Or, smelted charge bug. Not really a stink bug, but, you know, it is a bug. Alright, let's just get our artifacts out and slam for a bunch. Turn 3, we're already attacking for 5 with the ram. Well, 4 with the ram plus the 1/1 haste. Already 13. We can even adapt the flyer if we wanted to. Yeah. Alright, they have the perfect card against us. Let's just recoup. Play the Condor. Okay, we drew a Stomp. It is 7. Alright, play the familiar. Make you discard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is gonna cost 2. Oh, I don't have double black. I don't have black open. That's unfortunate. Well, it has 3 cards left. Unless they have, like, the Reach Eldrazi. Which I think they cycled. They have another one? One, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess let's get this out. Let's see what they do. They got 1 card in hand. Three, 4, 5, 6. So actually we can just do that for 1. And this will get them to like 2. I don't know what the last card is though. I'm just gonna get the scoop. Alright, that was made my decision easy. Alright, yeah. Perfect mana. Alright, let's play tap land and pass. Play cranial plate, a cranial ram on 2. I guess we gatekeeper on 3. And then we have a really sick turn next turn. Opponent on all island. That's unfortunate. Alright, let's go Spectrum. Refurbisher. Make you discard. Hit you one with Gatekeeper. This is gross. Do the same thing. Well, we got the trophy. Unfortunate mana draw from opponent in game 2, but I don't know how they're beating this. Apart from having the kicker thing that they had first game, which we ended up beating, so. Cranial Ram is such a dumb card. Like, I do ask the question, is this card just better than the Crystallis, the green-red one? Why are people talk about the Crystal? I guess because the Crystallis is played more, and it's played in more decks. Cranial Realm needs specifically to be in the Artifact deck, but this card is dumb. This card, like, literally is the reason you should be Artifacts, and we have 4 of them. And it's a common. Like, I complain about this card more than I do the Crystallis. I'm just saying. And with that, there's very close, if not the best artifact deck I've had so far, just because we had so many good lands. We had 3 really good lands, and we had 2 on our board that we could have brought in. I don't really want to play the 3-1 body, though, with needing all the artifact synergies we had that we need. But this deck is Just straight gas. Terramander, like, but Terramander, as I know it's Terramander. Terramander, Ram, Gatekeeper, Familiar, Condor, Enforcer. And yes, the Lava is as well, but I do think this is just a good card on its own and can be played in any deck, which is why I'm not including it in this list. But this list, this is the artifact package that you want, for sure. Even playing 2 Rams is like good. It's good. And then with the Charge Bag with that uncommon, I mentioned the one that makes 3/3 golems when you pay 3 energy is also pretty good. It makes 2 artifacts for 1 card. And affinity for artifacts is extremely important in this deck. And that is why this card is dumb too. Refurbished, make you discard a card. 1 mana 2/1 flyer makes you make you discard. Oh wait, you can't discard? I'll just draw a card instead. Love it. I love this card a lot. I only love it a lot if I can pay 1 mana for it though. 2 mana is good. 2 mana is just fine. 3 mana is getting pricey. If I'm paying the full 4, I don't want it. But yeah, I hope you learned something new. This is definitely how I think the artifact deck should look like. How I think the artifact deck should play. And I do think the artifact deck is one of the best. If you have if it's open, obviously, but I don't know if it can support more than 1 drafter at the table anyways. So like if it's open, you should just get all the artifact cards anyways. That becomes the question on when do you get into the deck. And I think these, especially these uncommons and these 2 commons, these 3 commons, are the reason to be in the artifact deck. But like I said, hope you enjoyed the draft. I hope you learned something new. I'll see you next time.